on yet. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all of you whenever you feel like deciding to watch this. I am your favorite schizophrenic. Welcome to my channel, Luna Evol. And I totally fucked it up, but I need to get. I did have everything planned. Chapter, which I believe is the first chapter of Urban Test Run to see what the fuck is going on and is actually is connected or not. Yes, I am fully aware that I have wrinkles. I have getting older. I am 33 years old. I'm going to get one thing straight. That shamanism is apparently, Native American, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what, bitches? I don't know. That is a beautiful picture right there. There are such things out here a little bit. I'm just looking up a picture actually today because I'm not even close to that yet. Sometimes, pertaining to these, I actually know something that is in the midst of me learning this and the midst of teaching it to you, which I find helps me tremendously. So I just want to get into that really quick, and I do want to get into the chaptering. So I'm just trying really hard to get this to fucking work. Jesus Christ. And so fun times, fun times. I don't know if this is gonna if this is giving me like pictures of really good books. Ooh, there's a PDF right here. Gimme. Celtic roots and atheism. Atheists. I know. I actually have my boss is an atheist. Surprisingly, isn't it? He's awesome. Love it. I love the dynamics of my work. I love the dynamics of working with different height. I want the fucking PDF file. It's ridiculous. Why? And the web just isn't the same without you. Just get back online. Are you fucking online? Well, it says you're online. I don't understand. Oh, I don't know. Celtic shamanism and show different aspects of shamanism, which is not working like at all. So what if I go to Google first? Pretty sure I copied that. Again, this is gonna have to be edited anyways. So, oh, we have the other one up and running. Is this the one I was? So we do have, because I had to download this. So like, it's hard to see. Actual size. Thank you. No, okay. So I didn't do it. then I'm going to have to... All right. So I do have one here. I have one chapter I'd like to read. I'm going to definitely have to edit the shit out of this fucking thing when I get back. When I'm done this here. Personal, like, don't mind me. I have to look at the TV here. I can't look at you guys and do this at the same time. So, like, just, bear with me. So, we're personal reflections on urban shamanism. Back in 87, I wrote an article for Moonshine on the subject of urban shamanism. Let's see if I can just make this a little bit bigger. Would you please get out of my way? Oh my god. Oh, but I don't know how to. Oh, in my way. Like, really, it's just in my way. Hang on 1 second. Oh my god. All right. Again, I'm a professional. Back in 87, I wrote a brief article for Moonshine on the subject of urban shamanism, tentatively asking the question, can we be urban shamans? And if so, how do you go about it? 3 years, I need to find yet more questions waiting in the wings. One option is to become involved with the weekend workshop scene, first as a learner, then as a trainer. It seems to help if you train under someone who's a name and pick a type carrier. That is. Oh, no, I have 2 people on here. No, I don't. So whatever. But that's okay. I usually like doing these by myself anyways, and I don't really care if you guys care or not. I'm just doing this for fun and for myself. And if anybody is interested, that'd be awesome too, right? Which is actually kind of weird because that's something I want to get into for psychology and psychiatry. Shamanic to your practice, and away you go. Things to ponder. It's also worth considering a name change. Anything with the words crystal, rainbow, or moon dancer is a safe bet. I got Luna Non-Evolve, says that work. Moving to London or Glastonbury is also worth thinking about since they're probably Muskers in Batley. Not sure what that's about. The current glamour of shamanism has a very reading between the lines, one can feel the search for a sense of stability, for permanence or connection with the past will surround us. The rate of bound to our cultural landscape. We can choose from myriad shards of belief, from the wisdom be rehashed or recovered knowledge. Our society is becoming too big for us to handle as individuals. Oh shit. I lost my spot. I didn't mean to do it like that. Stop. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck off. Our society is becoming too big for us to handle. The environment means that we are rapidly approaching information overload. Whilst the social control systems of culture are fast becoming truly esoteric. In the midst of this chaos, it is easy to understand and share the yearning for a simpler existence where all is at least potentially apprehendable. The other way to developing a shamanic stance is to burrow your way into a community and become a useful person. Useful people are those who everyone else tells you to go and see when you've a particular problem, be it blocked drains, the DSS, or there's something horrible lurking in the cellar. What do you think it is? It's surprising how many people have psychic or otherwise unexplainable experiences that they don't let out to just anyone for fear of incredulity. My speech impediment's kicking in. I can't say that word. Or perhaps too much credibility from others. Many people tend to view their experiences of the weird as signs of possible apparitions. Hang on a second. If you can assure them that this isn't so, that it happens all the time, perhaps relating a similar incident that you know about, then you're well on your way to becoming a useful person. Right here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, pardon my language. Anyways. I recall my peers came up over a well-known haunted house. I heard tales of moving carpets, banging doors, and creeping presences on the stairs, and promptly stayed the night there with its sole remaining resident. Word must have spread on the grapevine as people started to seek me out, not in droves, mind you, to come and look at the things in their flats and houses, do tarot readings, and generally talk about the intrusions of the uncanny. But it is rewarding in the sense of making connections, learning, and occasionally getting into sticky situations. So shamanism is not a lifestyle. It is not it's not a cost of living. It's just something that you just do for fun. It's something that I find people that dwell into the occult like to what shamanism looks like, and it's not what that is at all whatsoever. So if you're doing that, I'm watching you and I'm gonna expose you. So fuck off with your bullshit already. I'm here. So all right. You understand what I'm saying between the lines there? Anyways, I'm watching you. And it has nothing to do about hating you. That people like, okay. All right. Love you too. Mwah. Nobody hates you. That's all in your fucking head. I'm here to sure you fucking don't fuck this shit up for the rest of us. Hate. Fuck off. You're a waste of my energy if I have to sit there and hate on you. You're a waste of my energy. Hating is a waste of my energy. So why the fuck would people hate on you? Like, why do you have to boast about it? Okay, people don't like you, so what? Does that make you cooler or something? Because it doesn't. It just makes you look depressed and fucking desperate. And really, I feel you can't grow up. You heard what I said. I feel sorry for you that you can't grow up and you allow your ego to take the next. And I feel bad for people like you that live in that fucking fantasy, that fake reality, fake it till you make it kind of mentality. You have so much potential and yet you fucking just waste it. Why? I want to know. One day I will find out. Anyways, getting off topic here. So, watch them. I'm a bloodline. Okay? not a flex or whatever you want to call that. That's telling you, sit down before you fucking hurt yourself, because you don't know who you're messing with. And I've been doing this a lot longer than you. And I was taught a lot longer than you. I have and I hold within myself, and that has been taught to me. And I'm sharing with that right now and expanding on that. So again, why waste my time hating on people when I can just expose you? Doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, and I just want to make sure that like people don't get scammed out of this shit. Like, for example, birth charts. You can do that for free. Most things that you can do today, you can do for free. Free tarot reading. And you can also pay for it. But you have to learn to discern the difference, which I'm here to tell you how to discern the difference between authentic and authentic. Caring about my appearance or anything else? No, I don't give a shit. Because it's about the knowledge that I'm sharing about, not the fucking image that I'm presenting. And as somebody who likes intellect, bleh. God. Just make me want to puke. So, occasionally things do get nasty. One of my friends was subjected to a week of threatening telephone calls and then received a really nasty cursed object through the post. How do you deal with this one? Which I think I, too, just recently. Which is okay. I want to see if, like, really, I wanted to get into Celtic shamanism too, but I guess I can't do that. And I'm sorry for babbling on for a bit here. I tend to do that. So thank you for being patient with me while I babble sometimes. How do you deal with this one? Okay, so talking about so how do you deal with this one? Well, the obvious thing to do is some kind of protection for those in right, then shamanic counseling. What they can do to protect themselves, how the curse operates, and what signs to look out for. And finally, dealing with the curse itself, and if you can find them, the perpetrators, which is something that I'm doing right now. And I've been doing for a long time. Again, there's more of this sort of thing going on than you might expect. And while most of it is done by amateurs, this doesn't mean to say it isn't effective. So that's, again, mentioned. Getting there. I'm a second degree Wiccan. I have earned that. So you have to earn this shit. Really. It's not just like, there, wham, bam, thank you, man. There it is. No. You work for this shit. Psychic attack is another example. Psychic attack. Most psychic attack is self-produced, meaning that someone thinks that the Black Lodge down on the road is sending malign blasts at them, fulfilling prophecy. Even the Black Lodge turn out not to exist after all. So, for example, maybe the Illuminati, or maybe your idea of the Illuminati, or shadow people, or shadow work, or whatever the fucking case may be. Thinking that you know what I mean? That's a perfect example of, like, saying Campbell Freemason. We're not all that. It's a good man and who is the evil man? I wonder who, right? From my experience, it seems that most psychic attacks, like rape and shock, or even current lovers, it's not enough being able to recognize the signs. You should know the methods of dealing with this as well. It can be life-threatening, especially if someone is becoming suicidal or so confused that they step out in front of a car one day. Something which occasionally crops up and may well be on the increase is pagans being prayed over in relays by groups of born again fund. Let me repeat that one more time. Born again people who get involved with some form of occultism or paganism and find themselves being prayed over, exorcised, and generally told that they are possessed by the devil. I get that a lot. Actually, I'm ostracized for what I believe in, which is fucked up because I believe in nature and the universe. And believing in the shadow self of ourselves, and that could be anything you want it to be, and yet that's how paganism works, and I'm here to, you know. So being possessed by the devil or mad. In my book, this amounts to psychic attack just as much as having a puppet found belief system or self-image forcefully battered by someone who is 100% sure that they're right and you need saving can lead to severe trauma. You hear what I just said? Can I just say that one more time? It amounts of psychic attack just as much as having a puppet of yourself prodded with pins, having your newly found belief system or self-image forcefully battered by someone who is 110%, and you need saving can lead to severe trauma. Hurry up. Come on, let's go. Hang on. So my back on. So if it's gonna look a little weird with me, look, it's because again I am totally professional. I know what the fuck I'm doing, and yeah. So let me see here. I gotta count like this. This probably sounds like racy stuff, but magic is alive and well and being practiced in the suburbs, squats, and housing estates. There's an infinite plurality of approach, which is partly why I don't stick to one system exclusively. Having an less illicit approach and being adaptable to new situations is more useful for me. And as myself too, as well as an agent of chaos, I pretty much follow the same fucking way. I don't like labeling myself as one thing. I'm many things. Get it? And learn to discern to read between the lines. I will show you hints, and you should pick up on this if you are true and authentic. So, and again, this is far beyond personal. I don't know if these are. This is. I'm gonna say it. This is not a personal vendetta for anybody. So, like, if anybody, again, no, I'm protecting the people. I'm protecting people, and I'm protecting knowledge that needs to be protected because that's just how it is. This knowledge is sacred for a reason. And even if it's, oh man, it's raining. And even if it's urban shamanism or Celtic shamanism or Native American shamanism or whatever the case, what was I going with that? Doesn't make it any less or any more. I don't know. I was going with that actually. Anyways, let's continue. Healing takes up a large part of my work and is usually the most difficult. There are some things I can do and some things I can't. Come on, would you please reconnect? This cuts out on me, I swear to God. Oh, no. Magic. Oh, I already read that. Oh, things I can't do. There are some. Yeah. Oh, no. Wait. Again, I'm a professional. And it's usually a wise move to say to someone that you don't know the fine details of a subject, but can. What is that? Allopathic medicine helps here, as in the case of people who want to know more prescription drugs, right? And or the drugs they acquired in other ways. So drug addictions, right? Healing tends to involve counseling, trance induction, working with body energies, teaching relaxation and centering, exercises, getting spirits to take care of. Different clients respond to different approaches. Some respond better to full-blown minimal trappings. Of course, much depends on the situation and the problem. The flip side of shamanic work is dealing out retribution of one kind or another. Historically, in existing shamanic cultures, it's accepted that the shaman or shaman ka occasionally has to roll up their sleeves and get stuck into a situation that's, shall we say, murky. Turning curses back onto the people who sent them out in the first place is the prime example. And I know how to do that. I've just recently, I should say. Let's take an example. A friend of mine had their car stolen. It was recovered sentimental value. He wanted me to throw a scare into them. Not a smoking boot job or anything, but to impress on them that stealing cars was not a nice thing to do. Let me get into this really quickly, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I call Wiccan, a Wiccan curse. If you do bad onto somebody, I know how to make it so that all the karma that you've done to that person, especially when they don't deserve it, all of that karma that you've ever put out, all that bad karma will come back to you, boom, like that. And it will feel like you have emphasized on the word curse because you're the one that did it first. I only ask the universe to balance the scales out to the perpetrator who did the wrong first. And the only way you can lift it is to recognize more of what can I say? You're more of an aware more aware choices to make the fucking people over that don't deserve it. And I will get that back to you, and it will be lifted once you realize what you have done and fix that mistake. Okay? Basically, that's what that is. And it won't be you to make the right decision, to make the right decision. Get it? Ha! That's a good one right there. I'm so fucking hilarious. A nerd. I should say nerd. Dork is apparently a whale's penis, so the more you know, right? Who gave the thieves a fright by turning up into their dreams. Anyone who's gasping in horror reading this, but then again, people in our community tend to stick up my function in the community. Many situations are unsavory, but by studying each other through the bad times, we learn to appreciate the good times even more. All the same, such activities should never be undertaken lightly. So, unless you know what the fuck you're doing, and if you know that you're divinely protected, or you're going to get a fucking bitch slap in the face for fucking abusing that power. And this is what occultism is all about, is not abusing that power, because you get a bitch slap in the fucking face. Like that. Like hard. You hear that? Ow. 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 Fuck. Ouch. That hurt. Oh. Ow. Like, see it right there. Oh. For me, the basics of urban shamanic approach require an ability to adapt in the face of necessity. When walking into a new situation, like as not armed only with my Thunderbolt, tarot, and notepad, I try to find my point of power from which to act. The role I will play in the unfolding events, upfront support, or backstage prompt. I find that that's the best way for me to influence the situation. Of course, it's rarely that simple. What I can actually do in a given situation is partially defined by my clients. As a first step is to look for possible loopholes in what on the face of it is a no-win situation. Extreme situations usually result in results than intellectual nisties. What? NICCTIES. Nisties. I don't know. As I've said, I don't use just one approach to shamanic magic. I use whatever seems necessary to get the job done. This colors my writing, and I'm far more interested in. It may be great for connecting you with a sense of continued tradition, putting you back in context, but often they don't help you deal with the wild cards thrown at you by the urban jungle. For example, a 23-year-old junkie who desperately needs to detox before her heart quits on her asks you to help her magically. Any good answers? I like to hear them. Because exercising a house in peanuts is peanuts compared with human problems. Meeting up with other people's horrors is instructive. It stops you dramatizing your own inner conflicts into cosmic catastrophes. Intervention can of itself become an addiction. Eventually, you'll fetch up with a situation that no matter what you do, you can't do anything to help out. Trying only makes it worse. Once you manage to convince yourself that you're a shaman, healer, or whatever, and continue to feed that smug little thought, then watch out. You may go rushing in and unwittingly screw things up even more. An acquaintance got addicted to giving hugs, and I've seen this happen many a times. I came across as somebody that was quality reassurance hugs. Now, don't get me wrong, I like a good hug myself, but it's not always appropriate, especially when the person's body language is screaming, "Don't touch me." Look before you leap in at the situation, the people, and yourself. Information gathering is of prime importance. You can never have too much of it. I'll talk to anyone or anything from familiar throw up a difficult slant. All data is potentially valuable, even the matter in hand. Our, our cities are myths, constantly rewriting themselves and spawning our demons, incest, rape, child abuse, drugs, poverty. Besides these beings, anything you can go is nothing by comparison. Yet we don't seem to have a magical approach to the complexities of city life. We've hardly begun to touch the psychic complexities of urban living, a sentient nexuses of energy. It seems to me that we spend too much time searching for a connection with the past, whilst doing it our best to ignore that we are hurting at breakneck speed into the future, or hurtling. My bad. Hurtling, hurting, or maybe magic, call it shamanic or whatever you like, is a way of improving to survive and develop, which in turn helps our own progression. As I like to, as I've said in the beginning of this video, I like making these videos to help myself progress, to help you guys. They need to be warm and wholesome, someone else, or eternal, whether you live in a cave or a council house. Here we go. We have chapter 2 on book 3 done. So that gives you guys, what was that called again? Sorry, my bad. That was called Personal Reflections on Urban Shamanism. So, yeah, I know. So there we go. Absolutely fucking amazing. The next one I want to get into is staking out the territory. So really getting into what urban shamanism kind of is. And I wish it worked. Ah. I don't know if it worked or not, actually. I have a file here and it's not a it. So I'm back and that or take it from Celtic. Yeah, it's not letting me get into it. So let me see if I can try something here really quick. Copy link. Let's just try one more time here. Agree. Let me cancel that for 1 second. Because I can't. There you go. There is all that fun stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I love and like, you know what? Manic Sunday. Oh my god. I don't even know if it's whatever. So yeah, I want to definitely get into urban shaman, Celtic shamanism. Sorry, my bad. If I can get the PDF file to work here properly, I'm gonna try really hard to get that done. So, and every Sunday, I think every Sunday I'm going to do make a little series. I not guaranteeing anything either at the moment here, but I do know I need to work on that, definitely work on schedule. So yes, that's going to be a big project that I want to work on soon, especially that is the month of October, the month of Samhain. Shadow work and that to work on for not just myself, but for my community. And you know who you are. And I very much appreciate anybody that makes it this far. I really do. Stream at that, and I hope everybody has great morning, evening, and afternoon. I almost forgot there for a second. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. So happy Thanksgiving to Canada. And yeah, always want to expand the mind, always want to learn something new, right? And or subscribe if you liked what you heard or what you've seen, all that fun stuff. And if you don't, you just learn whatever, you just want to check it out and see what I have to say. That's fine by me too. I will say that I'm just those didn't cut out, hopefully. And yeah, I will leave it as that. So take care, you guys, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. Peace. Rock and roll.